Alright, so the problem I ran into, which with this new carburetor, I had a suspicion that might have been the problem. So I went ahead and changed it out, and I did find another problem. Apparently there's a seal up here, and we are leaking oil. We'll look underneath that, which don't look like it'd be too bad of a fix, so I ain't too concerned about that yet. Anyway, the carburetor, I went ahead, took it off, took the new one off, opened it up, took the needle out of it, put it in the old one. I was thinking, because it acted like, I messed with it a little bit, and it was acting like it was getting too much fuel. I was figuring, well, maybe it just needs a fluid adjusted. Then got to looking at this one, and I did not see anywhere, unless there's something behind this black plastic piece right here. I did not see anywhere, like on this one, you got the top and you got the bottom where you can adjust your air fuel mixture. And so I don't know if that's what's behind that plug right there. It didn't come with any kind of paperwork. It was just in a box and shipped to me. So I took the needle out, put on this one, cranked it a few times, acted like it wanted to start, and got it to where it had a rough idle, and started playing around with the air fuel mixture on it. And at first I had to where it was getting too much fuel. It was actually blowing it out of the carburetor. Tightened her up some, reduced the fuel, gave it a little bit more air, and then you've seen the outcome. It works. Now it did sound like a couple of times, I have to take that front cover off. It sounded like something was in there clinging around. It's not like a rod knocking or anything, just something loose in there hitting the, I guess it'd be the flywheel piece on the inside. So I'll have to take the cover off, which, yeah, it's only a few bolts, that's no big deal. Make sure something ain't laying in there or getting caught before I end up really screwing something up. Figure out how to do that seal, and it turned the shop back on, so the generator works. Which, you know, I ain't too worried about the carburetor, because it was, when I was on there looking, most of the fresh up kits for these to freshen them up was actually more. It was like, I think $20, the one I found, which came with a new, I think it was the bowl gasket, and I mean, it was the bowl gasket and the needle and a plastic float, which is basically what this, and I only paid, as I was saying, with shipping, for shipping was free actually, but I'm not a big fan of plastic floats, which is, the original one has a brass one in it. But so took the needle out of this one, just, you know, stuck it in the old one, just the air fuel mixture, and you seen the outcome. It works. You get a new plug in it, figure that out. The generator part works, clean it up some, and I personally have no use for it, so I'll find somebody that does. And I'll also get the, I'll show you the kind of fuel filter these take. It's like this one here. There's actually, it didn't have one on it when I got it. This is what should be in the place right there. It actually has a piece of metal tubing in there, but this is what should be there. This one is off that old orange snow blower, so I'm not about to use it. That thing's been through the mill. But it's working, it's functioning. Get that oil leak fixed. That's probably the biggest deal now, and then figure out what that Klingon noise was in there. But I have to get that figured out, and if it's anything worthwhile, I'll show you. But I highly doubt it is. It's probably just some kind of debris in there from setting. It's hard to tell. This thing, like I was saying, it's set for a really, really long time. And get some fresh fuel line on it. But I just want to show you guys it worked. And it's a shame it came down to having to use the old carburetor, but it kind of don't surprise me. I mean, I kind of had my doubts with the new ones. Everything's so cheaply made overseas. And but that wraps it up for this one. It works. And get on to better things. I think we've got a, yeah, looks like the shut-off valve's got a drip in it too, so it needs just a little bit of routine maintenance, and this thing will be good to go. Get it cleaned up and make a happy home for somebody. Because everything I got, I really don't need one this big, so I'll find somebody that can use it. Alright guys, thanks for watching.